Baki would recline on the couch, having yet another meeting with his psychiatrist, but now shining his newly won championship, the Metahuman World Heavyweight Championship. What do you think, Doc? Looks great, doesn't it? Yes, Baki. I saw on TV. You won it in a spirited contest, and you had a successful title defense that leveled 10 city blocks. Yeah, I know. It was a hell of a fight. I can't believe my pop sprung it up on me like that. I feel like he's going to have me destroy this entire country just to try to get at me. Baki, I can't help but wonder, none of this gets to you? No, why would it? I mean, I'm sorry, but none of this is healthy. I mean, your father shows narcissistic tendencies towards you and your brother. And then on top of that, this relationship, it's unhealthy. It's violent. It's exhilarating. Yeah, it's a lot of things. I agree, Doc. I wouldn't say it's the most stable relationship in the world. And I don't think it's one that a lot of people will ever understand. But I feel like it's the only way me and him will ever really understand each other. But Baki, do you understand what type of relationship? Do you understand where this will lead? This isn't going to come to an epiphany with your father and you having some heartfelt moment. One of you could die. That's probably what's going to happen. In all likelihood, this is all one big game. This isn't going to end until one of us is in the dirt. This is probably what he's always wanted. But on TV, your fiery talk... Oh, a promo. A promo? Yeah, a promo. I know, on TV, I sound so angry and stuff. I just do it for the cameras to make it look good so that everyone thinks that I'm really, really heated up about it. But truth is, I'm really not all that upset. You know, at least not like I should be. It's weird, but I feel a lot of things, and yet anger isn't one of them. Then how? How are you able to... Well, that's just the thing, Doc. I have to make a whole other part of me. That night, when he killed my mom, I couldn't do it. I couldn't transform. It's funny, you would think that after the death of my mother, that anger would have triggered me, but that's not what happened. I didn't get angry. I didn't snap. I didn't freak out and rage against him. It's not what I did. Instead, what happened was I got desperate. I got desperate because I wanted to beat him. I got desperate for power. I got so desperate that my mind, it split. A subconscious. I created another part of me. Another part of you? Yeah. I created something inside of me. Someone to take all of my anger. Someone to do what I can't. I think I created the Hulk. You created the Hulk. The psychiatrist said, "Yeah, I created the Hulk." "And why do you think you created the Hulk?" "Because the Hulk wants something and maybe I don't. Something that deep down I never wanted to begin with. And maybe it's a lot easier to just give it to him. So what you're trying to say is that you don't want a fight with your father. You're saying that the Hulk, this other side of you, wants a fight with Yujiro. That's definitely a way of looking at it, Baki. I think we'll have to put a pin in that theory and come back to it, but I think we've definitely made some leeway in it for now. We'll meet again, Baki, but for now, I really want you to think. Think about what you want. Think about why you do the things that you do. What do you fight for? Who do you fight for? Baki took those words to heart as he left the office. His girlfriend waiting for him as they were making their way home. By the time they arrived, a woman standing in a business suit and glasses, with her hair tied back and holding what appeared to be some paperwork, would be waiting for them. It looked like to be a member of the Federation. "Baki Hanma," the woman said. "That'll be me. I need you to sign this contract." "Ooh, contract. Hold on," Kozu would say. "What is he signing?" "It's the contract for the upcoming match. In 3 weeks' time, Baki, your next title defense, it's going to be a 2-on-1 handicap match." "Handicap match? All right, who's it going to be?" "It's going to be against 2 of the members of your gauntlet. It's going to be against the Power Monsters Zax and Crusher Creel, the Absorbing Man. You'll be fighting in the South Bay Tokyo Power Plant. Please sign down here." "Okay. And here, and initial here." "All right." "Very well then, Mr. Hanma. We look forward to your match. Good luck." "All right then. Thanks, Sasha." "And you're just okay with that? You didn't even read the fine print." What's there to read? 2-on-1 handicap match. Nothing really to worry about. Now's the time to train, and Baki, this is serious. I mean, you don't know what they could be planning against you. I mean, that rhino monster guy, he just came into the arena and speared you out of nowhere and challenged you right then on the spot. Now you're about to fight 2 of these monsters in a handicap match. Yeah, I know. Sounds exciting, isn't it? It's not exciting. I mean, what happens if they actually get to you? These guys aren't just trying to put you in a hospital. They could kill you. You sound like you don't have any faith in me, love. It's not that I don't have faith in you, Baki. I think that you're one of the strongest people that I know. I don't doubt that for a second. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to be worried about you. Baki would kiss his girlfriend on the forehead as he smiled. It's nothing to worry about. I know what my father's trying to do. He's going to try to stack the deck against me at every turn. But it's not going to work, Kozu. Once I'm done with him, I'm going to take everything, including his title. Of what? The strongest creature? And then you'll be what? Just like him? I'll be nothing like him. But I will enjoy the benefits. The benefits? Think about it. He gets to go around the world completely unbothered. Being the strongest creature on the world, that means no one's going to try to challenge him. No one would even try. I want that type of autonomy. Knowing that no one's ever going to be on my back ever again. In fact, I get paid to be left alone. It's the ultimate freedom. I want that for you and for me. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll complete my father's stupid gauntlet. And after I kick his ass and I win, I'm going to destroy this title. I'm going to destroy this stupid federation. Get rid of all these monsters. And then you and I, we're going to finally get married and settle down. Maybe start a family. Live our lives the way we want to. And we'll never have to deal with any of this crap ever again. How's that, Kozu? 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 I like that very much. Then it's a deal then. But in order for me to get there, I gotta get through these losers. And for me to get through these losers, I gotta train. And for me to train, there's only one thing for me to do. And what's that? I gotta go to Mount Fuji. You gotta go where? And the next thing Baki knew, he found himself on a plane heading straight to Mount Fuji. He had 3 weeks to train in preparation, and he felt like the best course of action was training in the frozen mountains of Mount Fuji. He managed to make his way all the way to the top parts of the summit. Making a small camp for himself, he would work out in the frozen parts of the mountainside of Mount Fuji, working through the harsh elements, pushing himself to the absolute limit. There were said to be rumblings coming from the mountain, strong seismic earthquakes that were causing people to be concerned. The locals who knew about the urban legends of Mount Fuji and of the famed beast that lived there had gotten so concerned that they had to consult some special individuals to come and deal with it. Now you see, this was during the summertime, and of course, Mount Fuji was no stranger to strange occurrences. Earlier in the summer, there had been an incident at Mount Fuji, and of course, it was believed that this incident was settled. But never knowing when another problem was going to occur, the detective overseeing this occurrence, Detective Kirika Tachibana, would call in a favor. Hello. Yes. I know, Kazuma. I know you were just there at Mount Fuji, but I need you to go back and check it out again. There have been reports of rumblings. I don't think it came back, but could you just give it a look over, please? Yes, I appreciate it. I'll treat you to dinner. Shortly after, while Baki was doing some shadow boxing in the hills, a man flying in the air, dressed in a black suit, would appear hovering before Baki before descending down in front of him. Hey, lughead. You the one causing all the trouble up here? Huh? Lughead? Who the hell are you? Baki would ask. You're not the one asking questions around here, it's me. Are you the one causing all these earthquakes? All I'm doing is a little bit of training in preparation for my fight. I'm not trying to cause any trouble or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about me. Don't worry, I'm not worried about you. You're just some stupid meathead wrestler. I'm sorry, what was that? You heard me. You're just some stupid meathead wrestler, and I'm not going to waste my time on the likes of you. Kazuma was turning around preparing to leave when Baki, deciding to have a little fun, decided to grab as much hard snow as possible before lugging it at Kazuma's head. The hit managed to knock Kazuma back a bit, and Baki couldn't help but laugh. Sorry about that. Just thought you might need to cool off a little bit. Cool off, you say? I think I can help you with that. Kazuma would raise his hand before immediately freezing Baki in a big block of ice. He couldn't help but grin. Don't worry. You won't stay frozen like that, at least not for too long. I already know who you are, Baki Hanma. Or should I say, the Immortal Hulk. Look, I really don't give a damn what you're doing up here, but you're scaring the locals. And the last thing I need are grandmas and grandpas having heart attacks because they think that the big bad evil spirit that just got destroyed is somehow going to resurrect and destroy their way of life. So, if you could dumb it down a little bit on the whole stomping your feet like a big Hulk raging monster, I'd appreciate it. Bye-bye. As Kazuma was getting ready to depart, the ice block would break away, as now standing behind him was that big green Hulk raging monster. You know, I was looking for a sparring partner. No. I don't fight for free. Unless you're coughing up some cash, you can forget it! Kazuma didn't have much of a choice, as he found himself getting knocked back by Baki. He was sent flying a good bit of distance as Baki started chasing after him. Alright, you big green bastard, Kazuma would say, as his body started to transform into his Iceman transformation. You want to fight? I'll show you a fight. The next 24 hours, Mount Fuji would turn into a war zone, and for Baki, he got some much-needed training. And for Kazuma, funnily enough, he actually got to have a little bit of fun in some roughhousing, boys will be boys kind of way. By the time it was all said and done, Kazuma was finally heading back home, just in time as Ayano and Ren would be waiting for him as he walked back in a tattered and torn suit. Brother? Ren would ask. What the hell happened to you? Ayano would ask. I don't want to talk about it. Taking a rain check. But we have a mission. Give me 30 minutes. You have 15. As for Baki, he would continue in his training, and by the end of the 3 weeks, the time of the big fight had arrived. The South Bay Tokyo power plant had been converted into a metahuman fighting arena, with a special area made for spectators and for customers and other fans, along with an area for camera crew and other announcers, along with those who would have to be running the power plant. For Baki, he would be waiting in the locker room area, getting himself psyched up for the fight that was ahead. He had been going over film and studying up on his opponents. There was Zax, the self-made electrical monster. He was said to be a marvel of nature itself that was created by a freak accident. He was said to be something otherworldly. And then there was Crusher Creel, the Absorbing Man, a being that had the ability to absorb any material that he touched, a man that could effectively become anything. It wasn't a coincidence that they had decided to work together, and that they had chosen this location for the match. It was obvious that they were trying to get some type of home field advantage. And for whatever they had schemed up, Baki knew that he had to be on guard. Baki would hear a knock on his dressing room door. It was one of the interviewers who was looking to get a quick promo before the fight. He quickly grabbed hold of the World Championship and slung it over his shoulders as he looked himself in the mirror, slapping himself in the face and getting himself psyched up before opening the door with a microphone in hand and a camera pointed right at him. We're here live with the Meta-Human Federation World Heavyweight Champion, Baki Hanma, moments away from his World Championship title defense. Baki, how do you feel going into your next fight in a 2-on-1 handicap match and cut the crap? We already know what the game is. This is all just one big scheme orchestrated by my father. And for what? Because he's trying to toughen me up. Because hard times breed better men, right? That's what all of this is. It's one big game. One big game for Yujiro Hanma. Except for Yujiro, you're not going to like this game for too much longer. You see, you broke out your shiny new toys. Your shiny new toys that I get to have the pleasure of breaking. First, you sent the Rhino, after I had a grueling match with Minoru Suzuki. Suzuki, you're an honorable man, a fighting champion, and I wish you well on your future endeavors. And if you ever want another shot, you want some, come get some. And as for you, Rhino, well, I hope you think twice before you make another dishonorable move. First off, for you, Zax, I would say that you are double of a man, but you're not really much of a man at all. Hell, I don't know what you are. You're nothing but a freak accident of a monster that got cooked up in some wannabe loser's laboratory. That's all you are. You're nothing but a mistake that I'm looking to rectify in a few moments. And then there's you, Crusher Creel, the absorbing man. The guy that has to absorb to get stronger. Because he can't get stronger on his own. You can't get as strong as steel, so you become steel. You can't get as strong as concrete, so you absorb concrete. And let me guess, you know that you can't be as strong as me, so you're gonna try to absorb me. But there is no other me. There's only one of me. There's only one Baki Hanma. There's only one Immortal Hulk. And you're looking right at him. Now you think that you've got the advantage because you've picked the location, you've picked the time, and you've picked the place. But no, all you've done is picked where you're going to be embarrassed. Nothing's going to change here. You see, you think that in all of this twisted up mess, that somehow you're going to eke out your own destiny. You think that in all of this, you're going to come out as the World Meta-Human Federation Champion. But let me assure you, that is not going to happen. Because I am not going to lose to a freak of nature. And I damn sure ain't gonna lose to some bum who's way past his prime. Because you want to know something about yourself, Creel, Zax, all of you? For as tough as you might think you are, for as powerful as you might think you are, you were all locked up in the raft with no way out. The only reason why you escaped is because Yujiro broke your sorry asses out of your jail cells. And now you're doing his bidding. So not only are you not as tough as you think you are, but now you're the second-rate bitches of Yujiro Hanma. You're his little lapdogs doing whatever he tells you to do. You think that you're playing your own game. No, you're playing his. You're already losers and you don't even know it. So you can make this 2-on-1, 3-on-1, 4-on-1, 5, 6, 7. It doesn't matter. You send them. I'm gonna beat them. I'm gonna stack them. I'm gonna pin them. Wreck them. And then I leave. Because I am Baki Hanma. I am the Immortal Hulk. And I am your Meta-Human Federation World Heavyweight Champion. And that is not going to change. The mission is not going to change. This is nothing more but another speed bump. A speed bump on the road to Yujiro Hanma. And speaking of which, Yujiro, Pops, I hope you're watching very closely. Because 2 more toys are about to get broken. And then, that's halfway through your list. Are you feeling the pressure? We're at the halfway point. Soon, it's gonna be me, and it's gonna be you. And when I get to you, I'm gonna take everything. And we'll see who truly is the strongest monster in the world. Hit my theme music. This concludes Baki, the Immortal Grappler. What if Baki was the Hulk? Season 1, Part 4. As always, if you enjoyed today's video and everything else that we have to offer, then please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that bell for post notifications so you can stay up to date on everything that is PowerCore Productions and Podcastings that has to come out now and in the future. Stay tuned tomorrow evening as we continue with Baki, the Immortal Grappler. What if Baki was the Hulk? Season 1, Part 5. But anyway, that's going to do it for the end of today's video. I'm Javon Harrington with PowerCore Productions and Podcastings, signing off, and I'll see you next time.